All right, this is one of the most often asked questions as well. If I'm only going to print monochrome, in other words, what people call black and white prints, do I need to have the other cartridges installed? Well, like we discussed in the previous video, of course you do. You need all of them. All of them have to be actively indicating above empty, okay? Whether you're just using a printing system that will utilize mostly your particular black that you have activated, whether it's matte black or photo black, meaning for matte media or glossy, shiny media. Yeah, you will need those, of course, and the grays, but also the other ones. Why? Why do I need the other ones? Because often black ink by itself is not perfectly neutral, and you will not be happy if you don't get a neutral black and white or monochrome print, right? So what happens, especially with the Pro 100, with black ink that's actually deep purple or a deep blue. Blue is kind of a purple violet color. You need yellow to neutralize the purple hue that the black ink actually has. So especially on your lighter tones, you will need yellow. Sometimes you need a little bit of magenta as well. So you have to have all of the other colors installed. Besides, even if you could just print with pure black and gray inks, you still need the rest of the colors to register as your print head having all 8 or 10 or 12 or 9 or whatever that happens to be the number of colors assigned to it. They have to be actively registering at least above empty. We discussed this already earlier. All right, so that's it. You need your full set of colors to print monochrome. Okay, on EPSON printers you have advanced black and white, which will utilize, again, mostly your black and your grays, but it needs magenta and yellow. Usually not cyan for some reason. It needs magenta and yellow to neutralize the whole gamut from black all the way to white and all along that gray scale throughout the range of tones. So Pro 1000, Pro 100, Pro 1, Pro 10, all of these Canon printers have black and white mode, very similar to advanced black and white. You cannot print with a paper profile. You're letting the driver control everything. That's what happens when you switch over to either advanced black and white on an EPSON printer or black and white mode on the Canon printer. The driver will take over everything, okay? You cannot use a paper profile, period. And so what will happen is that it's going to then neutralize that image. And you can actually adjust it between dead neutral, maybe slightly bluish, maybe slightly warmer, okay, like a brownish type tone, or whatever other tone. On the EPSON Advanced Black and White, you can choose any particular color as a tone to add to your print. Now, whether that's something you want to do or not, it is there available. And the only way to be able to do that is you have to have all your other colors active. Otherwise, how are you going to add a tone if you don't have the other colors backing up blacks and grays, okay, which is the primary colors that you will be using, or the primary inks that you will be using. Unless you have an EPSON printer and you have it loaded with piezoography type inks from Inkjet Mall, which is a whole set of nothing but black and grays, that's the only time that you will be using nothing but black inks or neutral inks. Then you will need a RIP to be able to print a raster image processor, which takes over the job of the driver. You no longer need the driver to print anyway. And it's a lot more complicated than just simply printing through the modes that EPSON is giving you, advanced black and white and Canon black and white mode. That's it. But just remember, yes, you do need all your colors. There's no way you can print without their presence. Okay? Thank you so much again. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And happy printing, everybody. Bye-bye.